All right, guys, getting ready to do this. So I've got my trade desk actually now that I trade on set up behind me because of the reasons I've stated over and over, that when I'm projecting, I have a delay. I need to contact Falcon and see about this piece of software they have. I'm going to call them right after the session, but I may have to step away from the mic, or you might hear me from a distance because I'm going to jump on my computer behind me if I can. Definitely calling trades live and trying to trade live is it's hard to practice that, right? That's something you learn with real money in the real markets. But one thing I have learned is that trying to place trades with a delay, especially when the market's moving fast and that just you got this influx of data and just slows everything down for whatever reason, is not the smartest thing to try to do. So if I jump off and you hear my voice faintly in the distance, it's because I'm on my computer behind me. Cliff, I use Counterpunch Trader, so good question. This is a 377 tick chart with Counterpunch Trader, my prior strategy. It's what I've been doing for years. On my YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of these sessions. However, on the left is the 5-tick momentum bar. If you're following the 8-tick, that's, you're going to have to trade the chart you trade that hopefully you've tested, right? Everything I've said over the last 2 hours or whatever. So I stick with what works for me, and I like the 377 tick, even though I do believe that the spotlight in the end is more profitable. Usually the 377 I finish faster, and that to me is important, and it wins a lot also. So we're about 15 seconds away. So then we'll wait our 2 minutes, and then we'll look for the first, we'll look for a trade to take, maybe a get in sync trade if it's already triggered in. And that's the same rules for the spotlight chart as well. And there it is. So the report is out. Charts look completely different, the 377 and the momentum bar. Is anyone in the mini session chart from 9 or 10 a.m. this morning? That's a tough thing to hold a trade through the crude oil report. So real tight range as an initial reaction. And it's breaking through, making new lows. Let's see if it follows through or if it trades back up into the middle. Anyone that's in the mini session trade has just hit money management. Took a while and looking pretty good, like it might actually go the distance, but it did get through target 1. So now we're just waiting our 2 minutes. A lot can happen in the next 45 seconds. So far, both systems are flat. Possible long at 57.46. If this bar closes below the signal line, it will cancel the long, and it did. So the long is now canceled. Still flat, no setups. 10 seconds, so probably be the next setup will be the one we'll have to place. And that is a short at 27. Can I grab it on time? Gonna try. Nope. So far, I've not been able to grab it.
Order filled.
All right, I just got into the trade. You guys can hear me maybe. Targeting 06. Targeting 06.
Order rejected.
And the stop is at 46. You guys hear me? Second target is 99. Money management is at 14. I'm calling the counterpunch setup. Let's see if we can get to the target here. Still trying to get to money management. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, that's because I'm looking the other way. So we have a stop and reverse risk now at 33.
Order filled.
And it did stop and reverse. So bummer. Now we're targeting 45, and money management would now be at 33, and the stop is at 14. Yeah, so you can see I've got it marked on my chart here. I'm only trading a single position because toggling back and forth from desk to desk is not the best way to trade, as I'm sure you can imagine. But notice that I didn't hesitate. regardless of the outcome, we know the trade plan's a good one. So Spotlight hit money management, broke even, and now is in its second trade as well. And that one is from 32 going to 49 and 56. So kind of crappy price action here. Hopefully this is a V-shaped reversal. It's going to have to break through the 50 moving average. If I can hit target 2, that'll be power of quitting barely. The 8-tick momentum bar just stopped out from its 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. session trades, if anyone was still holding those. And there still is not a first trade of the session since the crude oil report. So the 8-tick momentum bar staying flat so far. Looking for buyers to push this up. I need to get to 33 because I got in, to 43 because 33 was my entry, and I want to give this trade 10 ticks before moving the stop to break even. And I hope we don't get a new stop and reverse. That would really suck, and we do, and it's at 24. Hopefully we stay long. Why did I move it all the way to 24? Because the stop and reversal was 26, and I'm going to adjust around the key level to 24. I want to try to stay long. That makes this trade too small, so I'll stop out, but I'm not getting short. All right, take it easy, Paul. Looking for another action move to the upside, and hopefully this is it, and our adjustment keeps us long. Let's see if it'll push through. Real test area right in this zone. There we go. Let's see now. We still got to get above the 40-cent level. Looking to close higher. And one more. There it is. Stop and reverse. Money management.
Order
Let's
filled.
see now if I can make some money. And I did. All right. So that's power of quitting. Hitting the target 2 right here on the nail. I'm a tiny bit positive. 2 positions would have been a lot more positive, double. I'd have one more position trading to target 3. I'm not going to do that when I've got to play musical trade stations, but notice that we stayed out of the short. I didn't need to think about any of these setups. I just focused on the trades that were presented. This green trade was my favorite trade. That's the one that lost, but it was my favorite trade because I like the size of it. I want to get to a 21-tick target. It just couldn't do it. So just because I like it, the stop and reverse saved our bacon, got us out with a tiny loss and into the winning trade. 2 trades, target 2 objective reached, power of quitting, done for the session. That's it. That's a trade plan, right? That's taking what the market wants to give you. The spotlight's still going. Hopefully it moves higher. If it comes down and hits the stop, that will be 2 money management trades, and that will be the end of the trade plan. Not a horrible result, more of a neutral result, but the trade plan result nonetheless. It hasn't stopped out yet, and it still can go higher and win. We don't know yet. This is kind of an erratic market, and it probably will stop out, but it hasn't. I'm trying to reverse jinx it for you guys. Meanwhile, the 8-tick momentum bar did get into a long trade. So it is in its first crude oil report trade plan trade. Or you can call it your 11 a.m. session as well, as long as you wait your 2 minutes after the report. And this is clearly way after 2 minutes. It's 8 minutes. So we could jump back to the Spotlight trade room and look at both. Here is your 5-tick momentum bar. This is our typical trade, crude oil report trade plan trade, and you can see it's going strong, and it did not stop out. And here is your 8-tick momentum bar mini session trade, doubling up as a crude oil report trade and the 11 a.m. start time trade. And you could see the earlier trade, just quickly, at 9 a.m. and at 10 a.m. If you held it, even through the report, you'd have to have some serious cojotes for that. But that was a full winner, both of them. Power of the trade plan. Works in mysterious ways sometimes. If you're in the Spotlight 5-tick momentum bar, you know, right now it's just whatever the trade plan gives you, right? You're not going to lose. It's going to be a break-even session And it is. Unfortunately, it stopped out. So 2 break-even trades, that's the end of that trade plan. You're done. It is what it is. It's just another session. We're not trying to pay our electricity bills on any given trade plan day. We're just trying to execute our plan like we would execute our business. Definitely going against the yellow brick road, and if it was 1 or 2 ticks higher, it would have been in the squeeze zone and would have been filtered out. So could just be bad luck. And you may have adjusted that entry into the squeeze zone anyway. So we can look at that. If you're going to make a little 1-tick adjustment above the 200 moving average, you would filter that trade out because you would have adjusted up into the squeeze zone. So you can make an argument that this long trade is not even a trade at all, right? Thinking it through? There's your trade now, and the momentum seems to be down. That doesn't mean it will go down, but it seems to be down. Short at 24, going to 01, going to 92. All right, Michael, have a great day. This is a good time to ask questions. If anyone has any questions, get ready to call this session over. Please be sure to check the schedule for next week. I believe I am doing Monday and Wednesday, and John is John back next week? I don't remember. He might be. All right, so if there aren't any more questions, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.